Out of the cradle endlessly rocking, out of the mockingbird's throat, the musical shuttle, out of the 9th month midnight, over the sterile sands and the fields beyond, where the child, leaving his bed, wandered alone, bareheaded, barefoot, down from the showered halo, up from the mystic play of shadows twining and twisting as if they were alive, out from the patches of briars and blackberries, from the memories of the bird that chanted to me, from your memories, sad brother, from the fitful risings and fallings I heard, from under that yellow half-moon late risen and swollen as if with tears, from those beginning notes of yearning and love there in the mist, from the 1,000 responses of my heart never to cease, from the myriad thence aroused words, from the word stronger and more delicious than any, from such as now they start the scene revisiting, as a flock, twittering, rising, or overhead passing, borne hither ere all eludes me hurriedly, a man, yet by these tears, a little boy again, throwing myself on the sand, confronting the waves, I, chanter of pains and joys, uniter of here and hereafter, taking all hints to use them, but swiftly leaping beyond them. A reminiscence, sing.
Hankering gross, mystical and great. How is it I extract strength from the beef I eat? What is man, anyhow? What am I, what are you? All I mark as my own, you shall offset it with your own, else it were time lost for listening to me.
On May 31st, 1819, Walt Whitman was born. He was the second of 8 children born to Walter and Louisa. For generations, the Whitman family had been farmers on Long Island. But when Walt was a young boy, his father took up carpentry and began speculating on real estate. He moved the family to Brooklyn so he could build houses, a mostly unsuccessful endeavor. In Brooklyn, young Walt attended District School Number 1, but only to the age of 11. It was then that his formal education ended. He got a job as an office boy at a law firm on Fulton Street, where one of the clerks helped him with handwriting and composition. But far more significantly, this clerk gave young Walt access to a large circulating library, and Whitman began to read voraciously. He discovered works like The Arabian Nights and books by Walter Scott, his favorites. It was thus that Walt Whitman began his life immersed in words and ever informed with the sights and sounds of all he beheld and experienced and all he perceived and dreamt. When Walt Whitman was 12, he began learning typesetting as an apprentice to a master printer at the Long Island Patriot. The poet learned what he called the mystery of the printing craft. He learned how to select capital letters stored in an uppercase and small letters stored in a lowercase and place them carefully into the compositor's rule to form whole words and complete sentences. In the 1840s, Whitman became a newspaper writer in New York and Brooklyn, and at age 26, he became the editor of the Brooklyn Daily Eagle, that city's most circulated newspaper. It wasn't long, however, before his anti-slavery sentiments rankled its owners, and in 1848, he found himself out of a job. Whitman accepted an offer for a new position with the New Orleans Crescent and moved there with his favorite brother, Thomas Jefferson Whitman. That job lasted only 3 months.
Sing on there in the swamp, oh, sing bashful and
In 1855, when Walt Whitman was 36 years old, he self-published the first edition of Leaves of Grass. He enlisted the help of his friends, the Rome brothers, 5 Scottish immigrants who owned and operated a printing establishment in Brooklyn Heights. The deal was simple. The Romes would prepare the manuscript for publication if the author himself would lend a hand in setting the type. As he prepared his collection of 12 poems, or leaves, as he called both the poetry and the pages on which they would appear, Whitman feared that the reader would not understand the grand scheme of this poetic endeavor. Therefore, he quickly wrote and added to his collection a preface of 12 pages. In it, the poet instructed his reader, "This is what you shall do. Love the earth and sun and the animals. Despise riches. Give alms to everyone that asks. Stand up for the stupid and crazy. Devote your income and labor to others. Hate tyrants. Argue not concerning God. Have patience and indulgence toward the people. Take off your hat to nothing known or unknown or to any man or number of men. Go freely with powerful, uneducated persons, and with the young, and with mothers of families. Read these leaves in the open air every season of every year of your life. Re-examine all you have been told at school or church or in any book. Dismiss whatever insults your own soul. And your very flesh shall be a great poem, and have the richest fluency, not only in its words, but in the silent lines of its lips and face, and between the lashes of your eyes and in every motion and joint of your body.
Apple orchards, the trees all covered with blossoms, wheat fields carpeted far and near, in vital emerald green, the eternal exhaustless freshness of each early morning, the yellow golden transparent haze of the warm afternoon sun, the aspiring lilac bushes with profuse purple of white flowers.
There was a child went forth every day, and the first object he looked upon and received with wonder or pity, or love or dread, that object he became. And that object became part of him for the day, or a certain part of the day, or for many years, or stretching cycles of years.